Hello everyone, Fatty from Pack-a-Punch Traders here. Just want to make a video lesson going over the whole day and review a couple potential plays for tomorrow from the watch list. Let's just start off with one that I missed, Sxtc. This was gapping up nicely pre-market. I just typically don't trade plays this cheap, but this was the perfect pattern with a beautiful breakout here above 32 cents. It opens right underneath 29.5 cents. Barely dips lower, fails to break down, consolidates for the 15 minutes or so, fitting the criteria perfectly besides the price. And it heads. Oh, let me just also show here. I also wanted to show the next resistance level. It tried to fill the gap, which it did, getting to the 50 area. Also a key level, just because it's 50 cents, psychologically people are going to be getting in there. So that's a place to keep an eye on, is resistance or support. In this case, resistance. And you get the failure to break down and just a simple open price play, VWAP reclaim. And if you miss that, you have the opportunity also to play it as a pre-market high break. And that fails to break down around the 35-cent area, consolidates for a few minutes, and from there heads straight up to 50 pretty much. And that's just a beautiful quick play today. Didn't trade it. I thought I would just get stuffed as well it just didn't really totally fit my criteria, so had to ignore it. It happens when you follow the rules sometimes. Might adapt the rules, but it's just one play. There's so many other plays. I'm not going to adapt it just because of one. So yeah, but nice to see the pattern follow through here as well. So I'm almost tempted to possibly play this as a dip buy opportunity, but there's so many other plays, I'm just going to ignore this. Let's just get right along here. IGMS, another one that I totally missed. Today I was just focused on two multi-day bounce plays, which we'll get into. And this one here, bit of a larger market cap, but the float is real nice and low. And if you look at the volume, it's doing great volume. Let's see here. You got this break of a range over 20. It opens at above that at 21.32. You get a quick little dip, failure breakdown. Guess what? Holds 20, a key level. Just these whole dollar, half dollar levels. And when they get bigger, I'm looking at probably each dollar or every $5 as a key level. And held 20 nicely, came back, reclaimed open price, VWAP, broke high a day. This was just a beautiful, simple play. I just totally missed it. I didn't even see it. I was looking at other stuff. So some great opportunities out there this week so far, the past 2 days. Not much to say here. You just get the failure to break down. Shorts think it's going to fail. It doesn't. You get the perk and volume. And from there on, they think they got a last stand around the high a day. Perks through. It confirms it's going to hold above. And it just lets loose. Buyers come in, shorts cover, which shows it's buying here. And it's just a fantastic squeeze from 24 to 36. And that's not surprising that it fails at 36, or it has a tough time there, because guess what? The last time there's any little perk, I know it's all pretty low here, but the one day that it stands out is this little red candle here, right underneath the arrow, which lines up with this day where it stands at 36 resistance. So it makes complete sense that it had a hard time there. So we'll see if it fails to break down. I kind of have my eye on it for a potential previous high at daybreak. Have I have it as a top watch? No, but I do have it on my watch list. But it's not a top watch yet. We'll see how it acts in the morning. It might just fail and I'll just ignore it. But for me, today I had two fantastic trades. Sorry, 1 second. I need a sip of water. My mouth is so dry. This sounds horrible. Okay. Two fantastic plays, Clvr and Nrsn. I'll get into them individually right now. Let's start off with Clvr. That's the one I started off with in the morning. Didn't trade anything, was really just focusing on this one and Nrsn. So I totally missed the other great plays. But that left enough capital for me to trade these, so worked out perfectly. So what we got here, recent runner, I made a video lesson on this actually this morning after I did the trade. Failed to break down, held 2, key level, and it's 50% off the highs at this point. Shorts are going to start covering their position when they see some bottoming action. And what better bottoming action than a ticker closing red at the lows, and then it gaps up the next day. Shorts are definitely disappointed. If this failed to break down in the morning, which it did, it led to this. If it were to fail, or excuse me, if it were to fail to do all this, it would have for sure shot lower, as shorts would have sized back in there, saw this as a low pop, but that's what led to this whole move. They probably sized in, it dipped a little bit, failed to break down, held 2, and from there it came back for a high day break. Great trigger entry, 225. That's usually how I trade it, looking for that high break, which shows the momentum shift and that it's not going to keep heading lower. And now that shorts are failing to take it lower, bulls are going to possibly take control, and that's what happens. Shorts start covering, buyers start coming in, and this totally exceeded my expectations. This also has, I'm pretty sure it's a weed play, so that's got some voting thing going on tomorrow. It's going to be a watch for a $4 break, but you know, I just took my piece of the move, the predictable part, and I just move on. Could be something I evolve in my trading, just sitting back and going through these dips. But Jesus Christ, I have such a hard time when I could just take my quick profits and just enjoy it. And who cares about the rest? If I'm going to be selling in pieces anyways, I don't know. Just part of my experience. Something I'm going to possibly work on changing. But for now, this is working for me. Just taking my quick 10-15%. It's all I need to do. So I'm not going to change anything until it stops working. We get this quick 225 entry and average exit right around 253. Beautiful play, and it keeps going as it keeps holding trend and volume continues to come in. And then once here, this just totally fails because this is similar to this top. I don't see how it's much different. The volume is a little different here, but it is just as choppy. But it just fails to break down this time, so it heads higher. And it does that again. And then this time, it just didn't have enough steam in it to make another move higher. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. If this could gap up, give us a nice move to 4 and head higher. Possibly to 6, I think. But I'll be taking my quick moves as usual, 10, 15, maybe 20%. So yeah. And then let me get into Nrsn. Beautiful play. Been eyeing it this whole day. Went through probably 2 video lessons, one over the weekend for sure, and then one yesterday. Really excited for this play. We have a solid double top here after a huge run, and shorts are just in it and enjoying this downside move. And now it's down roughly 50% from the highs, low float, recent spiker. Eyes are on it. You know it's got all this volume here. People are in it. Shorts are in it. Okay, eyes are on it. That's the point. I'm gonna just keep rambling. So like I've been looking at, instead of it continuing to fail, we're starting to get some bottoming action as each low became a little tighter, as I mentioned in a previous video lesson. And today, instead of it heading even lower, guess what? We get a higher low. Even beautiful. So from there on, I'm just pumped. Just waiting for it to get back to that high a day, 439, for a move to test 5. And it was just fantastic. So I do get in prematurely, which worked out, but not a good thing to do. It really is not. But nonetheless, I did it. 419 was my entry as I saw this thing kind of hold up and get a little aggressive move to 417 or so. Once I saw that, I just smacked it. Market order, got in at 419, 800 shares, and from there, it was just enjoying the ride. Should have probably added more into this little dip here when it was getting to where I wanted to officially or originally enter, excuse me, right here in this little area when it's holding VWAP where I would have entered. I should have probably added, but it doesn't matter. Had a great play. 419, got out at 495. I had my advance order set. in case it had some hard time around 5, and kind of did. 5 held pretty nicely, the low 5s here, chopped around a bit, volume faded, and you got the downtrend. Still holding up. Who knows what this could do? But my predictable part of the move, my pattern, is done with. So I am done with this play until it could possibly get back to 8 for a potential breakout. So that's kind of it for the day. Yeah, let's get into. Yeah, this was just right on the watch list just to show that. And I went over it live many times on Tradecaster. So if you want to see us live for free, go on tradecaster.com. I think there's an option to pay monthly, or there is a little tab somewhere that you could join for free. So you could check us out at Pack Punch Traders, get some ideas in person, ask some questions, not in person, live. So that could definitely be useful. See some plays ahead of time, see our thinking, because I'm not always tweeting every single moment. So it might be useful to someone who's learning to check that out. But yeah, so I went over in there, but now let's get on for tomorrow. I'm just going to go over these quick plays real quick. 4 plays. Let's see. Let's start off with Agri. This one, looking for a bounce play. We got this nice little move here, and now we're just failing. We'll see if we could put in a little bottom around the mid 3s for a potential bounce back to the low to mid 4s. Yeah, that's what I have as my target. Not my ideal setup. I like it set up a little differently. But the psychology is there. We got this solid run up, and we're kind of topping out in the 5-ish area. It did have a little fake out. Well, it gapped up, had a little perk, and then just failed that day. But shorts are in this, so could potentially offer a bounce move. So this will be on watch for a bounce play similar to Nrsn and Clvr today. Next one, Negg. Here we got solid move. Low volume just died after it had the most volume in its history, but it's still holding up. So people are having a hard time getting out. It's gonna be hard to get out. If this breaks, I think we're gonna get a squeeze. We have a low float. Is this a weak play by chance? No. Okay, doesn't matter. I like the chart. I like the pattern. I like it's a low float. I like that it had the most volume it's ever had. Wait, was it? Or am I thinking of DATS? I'm thinking of DATS. Excuse me. I'm thinking of DATS having the most volume. Regardless, still pretty good. It had this insane volume day, and then the volume just died. So the same thinking holds. I'm just wrong about it having the most volume ever in its history. So I almost want to trade it like a bounce play. I could see that as a potential angle. A safer angle would be waiting for that 850 breakout play, but we'll see. But that's what I'm waiting for now. But what do I have written here? Oh, literally just what I said. Okay, yeah. So that's good. Yeah. So that's all I see right now. It is totally failing to break down, holding mid 6s, low float. This could really mess shorts up, especially if they have a hard time exiting. Yeah. This is nice. Same thing here. Not a total failure, but still kind of holding up. Low volume after the most volume it's ever had. Something to keep an eye on for a potential breakout, or maybe even a bounce play kind of setup to retest the 3s area here. Or maybe it gaps up, and then you get an opportunity to trade just the breakout. So just keep these 2 patterns in mind. If you see it fail to break down lower, it could possibly offer a bounce play. If that opportunity is gone or you miss it or whatever, the opportunity for a breakout play at 323 is there to test for. So that'll be on watch as well. And lastly, the RCT. Oh, this one moved after hours. Yeah. Beautiful play. Had it not on, just kind of back of my watch list just to keep an eye on because I like the chart. Still holding up. And it pulls a move here after hours, threatening a break of all-time highs. So we'll be watching that 435 all-time high level and see how it also reacts at this 3.5 breakout levels, or 365 actually is a breakout. Had a little pop here, but nothing more. So we'll see if it could come back and reclaim and squeeze even higher. So that's some plays for tomorrow. That's today. In a summary, some good plays. I focus on two good ones that offered me money, even though there was Sxtc and Igms, which took off and offered great opportunities as well. So, of course, the takeaways, volume, the trend, failure to break down, the simple things. Just keep it simple. No need for a bunch of indicators and whatnot. Just simple psychology and just recognizing the momentum. So, a bit of a longer video lesson, but we'll wrap it up there. Follow us at Pack-a-Punch Traders on Twitter to get some alerts and see our video. Excuse me. To check out our watch list and see our alerts and whatnot, and updated ideas in the morning, as well as at Tradecaster. You could tradecaster.com. You could check us out live there. Just go there and figure that out. There should be a little tab about joining for free, and just there's a few channels there. We'll be there, Pack-a-Punch Traders. Just click on us, and we'll be going live pretty much every day. And we'll tweet when we go live. And lastly, if this was useful or you liked what you saw here, want more content, like the video please, and subscribe to the channel. We'll be pumping out content daily like this. Have a great night. Hope it was a great day, and let's finish. It's still too early to say to finish the week. Let's attack tomorrow strong. Let's get it.